Kyle here with another game review, and that is on Hitman Absolution. Been waiting for this game, I can't even say for a while or a long time, ages, because the last Hitman came out in 2006, so it's been 6 long freaking years. When the game was first announced, I thought it was going to be a part 4, but it's actually a reboot. Don't know why it's much of a reboot, well, why I decided to reboot the series, because I thought in Blood Money it kind of looked a little bit of a cliffhanger, but whatever. Anyway, Agent 47 is back, doing what he does best, kill people. I have to say, I'll go into basically graphics is what I was talking about first. Graphically, this game is beautiful. This game I will put on par with Max Payne 3. And Max Payne 3 had, I thought, some of the best graphics for a video game in a long time, as well as probably one of the most outstanding games visually this year, 2012. I will put Max Payne very close on par with Max Payne 3. Max Payne 3 I think has a little bit more of an edge visually, just a slight bit more detail to just little things. At least I noticed being a game developer, working to be a game developer, studying. I just noticed slighter detail added with Mass Effect 3 that makes it a little bit superior than Hitman, but Hitman is still a beautiful game, and like I said, it comes very close visually, graphically to Max Payne 3. The voice cast, solid. Keith, forgot his last name, but anyway, Keith returns, doing the voice of Agent 47, Hitman. What I do like about this in Absolution is that he kind of speaks a little bit more. Agent 47 speaks a little bit more. He doesn't really talk as much, but he talks a lot more than what he has talked, in previous installments of the Hitman series. And by him talking and in Keith's voice that he brings to the character, which he's brought in the other Hitman series, the dialect of his voice and everything, it suits the character Hitman perfectly. It really gives Agent 47 that cold, heartless kind of like feel and characteristic where it's just, he doesn't have to say much, but when he talks, it's badass, and he just looks just badass, just like a dangerous man. So love that. And to me, it kind of shows a little bit more of a character to 47 than in previous Hitman series. The gameplay, solid. Everything you loved and liked about Hitman and the various ways you kill people is back and also improved with the new Instinct, technology or feature, which adds a new element of how you assassinate people and kill people, and just the way you just play the game, so to speak. One of the big things of this game is the contract mode. Contract mode is an online feature where you can make your own contract. And when I mean contract, I mean when you're an assassin, your contract is somebody that you're contracted to kill. So you can make your own contract for other gamers to play and assassinate, or you can compete with other gamers in your own contract or somebody else's contract, and you go up against other people in assassinating the target. Who can assassinate the target the fastest. Whoever assassinates the target the fastest or does the cleanest or whatever, you get more money to unlock more weapons. So a really nice feature, I think, makes the game shine. It really gives it a nice ups the replay value. If you beat the main story, it's a nice feature to keep the game fresh and replay value to test your assassinating skills against others to see who's the best assassin. The story, solid, good story to it. Let's see. That's just basically just pretty much it, really. There are lots of assassin games we've had down through the years, and the couple of assassin games a lot of fanboys kind of war over against is Hitman, Metal Gear Solid, and Splinter Cell. There's always been an argument between which is the best assassination game amongst those three, And now you may want to add Assassin's Creed. I've never heard anyone add Assassin's Creed to the argument because Assassin's Creed is just like a different animal. But, you know, for me, there's only Hitman has been the best assassination game to me. I don't think no other assassination game compares to me than Hitman, other than maybe the Assassin's Creed series. But like I said, that's taken to that's a different beast of assassination, kind of like video games. You know, and even Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was great during its PS1 era, but they just went from being an assassination spy kind of like thing to just advancing into its own, like, science fiction, sci-fi fantasy story now. Although I will get Metal Gear Rise, and that game looks beast. But yeah, Splinter Cell is kind of just like grew into its own entity and thing where it's just like, yeah, it's sci-fi now. But Hitman, to me, I think is still one of the best assassination games like ever of all time. Now, for as much positive things I mentioned about Hitman, it's not a game for everybody. If you're a gamer that is trigger happy, where you just like to walk in, shoot a bunch of stuff, tear stuff up, and walk out like you would in a Grand Theft Auto or a Saints Row, Hitman's not for you. Because Hitman is a strategic, kind of like strategy-like game. I mean, there's no one specific way you have to kill a target. You can kill your target whatever way you want to. You can shoot them in the head, you can strangle them, whatever. But you also have to be cautious, and you know, when you wear disguises and not to get caught, you have to throw the body away. So it's really a thinking type of like game, and you really have to strategize about how you're going to kill your target and how you're going to get by unscathed and unnoticed by guards and security and whatnot, and not bring attention to yourself. That's the nature of Hitman. I've always loved that about it because it's a thinking game. It makes you think, and because of it, it's pretty strategic. The AI is smart in this game. You know, they'll notice just the smallest detail, the smallest thing. So, you know, because of all of that, you know, I don't think Hitman is going to be for most fans. If you're a trigger-happy fan, or you just have like you don't have much tolerance or patience for video games, you just like to rush through, or you like things to be fast-paced for you, Hitman's not for you. But if you're one of those people like me who likes a thinking game and, you know, a challenging game, Hitman's up our alley, or it's up your alley. Now, the game itself has 21 hours of gameplay. I haven't beaten it. I just got it this Tuesday. But it's 21 hours of gameplay. Now, some may say 21 hours, and I could beat that in a day. What's the deal? You could easily breeze through it, but I can tell you right now, you put this on this hardest difficulty, like Purity, Expert, or Hard. You put it on the hardest difficulties, you're not going to breeze through this game within a day. If you put it on the hardest difficulty, guaranteed. The deck is stacked against you. The AI is far superior in the harder stages. So I mean, you want a good beastly challenge. You play this bad boy on Purist or Expert. It's just one of those two hardest levels. Purist is the hardest, and you have a challenge in your hands. But other than that, I give Hitman Absolution a 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think, or likes or dislikes about the game. And I hope everyone has a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Comment, subscribe. Peace.